Hey guys, it's me, Naj187, bringing you another commentary as Xerath this time. With my friends Blackman 40 ounce, and Original Alarm, and Nuclear Moose. Monkey is our pickup fifth. Going against Karma, well, Ari, Vayne, Skarner, Aurelia. And as Xerath, I like to... It depends on the champion I'm going against, what items I'll get. Doran's Ring really helps you win the lane if you can do it. Against some long-range champions, like I'd say Brand and Gragas maybe, I probably would go Boots Bots just to avoid their high damage abilities. But for Ari, she's not really a threat until 6, so we'll go ahead and get the ring. She got the ring also, so she doesn't think I'm a threat. We'll see about that. Alright. And as Xerath, your main priority is to hit him with what's called the Mage Chains, which is a damaging spell, and it applies what's called Unstable Magic. And the next spell, either your Arcane Barrage or your Arcane Pulse, will stun the target for 1.5 seconds. So you want to hit them with this first, and then either ult them or Q them. And so that's the general strategy with Xerath. Xerath's a long-range champion with his Locus of Power, where he shackles himself into the ground and gains a large amount of spell range and magic net. But he can't move, so that's one trade-off. And after he cancels this, he gets a very short movement speed increase. And so Lee Sin, Blackman, is jungler, and we've got a bot and a support with us. So we just fifth out the top solo. So I'm just pulling this, go a little faster. Basically, Arcane Pulse, I'll show it here soon. It's a line nuke that damages everything in the line instantly after a short delay, a very short delay. As you can see, it has a radius, so it actually does an AoE. The only one of Xerath's abilities that is an AoE is his E, and obviously his Focus. And as you saw in my last video, if you watched it, I was Ari last game, so we'll see how Xerath does against Ari. And now I've got my stun and my Arcane Pulse, and plenty of ability power to make this work. 43 ability power level 2. Not bad. Alright. So we'll see what's going on here. Nothing. 6CS, 9 to 5. 9 to 6. My basic goal is to level my Arcane Pulse first, because that's my highest damage ability with the lowest innate cooldown. Like this gets to be lower, Mage Chains gets to be lower, but at first it's not that low. My goal here is to watch out for the Skarner jungle gank, and basically get her low enough that she doesn't want to come after me. Because at 6, she is really good at avoiding a lot of my spells, because they almost all have delays. And as if you watched my earlier video of Ari, she can dash 3 times, so she can very well avoid all 3 of my spells. So we'll see how much that comes into play. Now Lee Sin didn't really expect me to actually land my Mage Chains plus Arcane Pulse, but come on. Look who we're talking. Just kidding. Bot's getting pushed by Vayne. That's kind of odd. You'd think Tarek would get him out of there. And basically in this, you can get 2 Qs off, so don't cancel it right away if you don't have to. But now I timed it wrong. Right there. I didn't Q right as soon as I went up into Locus, so I didn't get 2. So if you're gonna Q twice, you wanna do it right after you're up into the Locus, and then you'll have time to do another one. That gives you some powerful zoning potential. Now I'm missing quite a few CS because I think I have lag. Not sure what's going on. Yeah, 50,000 latency. Just kidding. And that gave me a speed buff. That pretty much saved my life. So it looks like he's not gonna chase me. Not sure why I did that. I mean, I wasn't gonna kill him, so it was just a waste of mana. I just felt like I could, so I wanted to. He gets first blood, and I almost got the assist there. It was like a half a second too late on my Q. But that's no problem. That's good. And Skarner's back. Just trying to kill him because he's an asshole. He's trying to zone me. But I'm just like, alright, I'll just sit here and auto-attack you in the face. And my Q does do quite a bit to him because, I mean, he's building armor right now. We got Karma down there. I don't consider Karma a very good support, so I like Taric, Soraka, and Sona. That's my support. And for mids, I like Cass, Brand, Xerath, Kennen sometimes, and Ryze not very often. As far as Ryze goes, I like to play him as a top solo because he counters a lot of the melee bruisers. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back.
An ally has been slain.
Kinda, I think he dove. Didn't do very well. So right after you have the Dorn's Ring, you want to get your boots because you don't want to be too slow. And then I'll buy some potions and some wards, a ward. And Xerath is pretty mana hungry, so even that little mana potion will come in handy. So even with 2 Doran's Rings, I feel like after 3 Doran's Rings you won't have to use any more mana potions. Just get back to the lane. Now this is where she can get really difficult to deal with. Got her though. So basically what happened there was she came at me with her ult, ignite, charm, basically all of her spells. And luckily I landed my second arcane barrage to stun her. Because Mage Chains is easy to hit, you just click on them. That's not hard. But then his other abilities are hard to hit, so especially when she's dashing all over the place. So luckily I hit that, which guarantees my next Arcane Barrage and my Q. And then I had Ignite on her also right at the end there, and that's what killed her, is the Ignite true damage. The last tick, pretty sure. So now I have blue, so I should actually be winning my lane pretty handily right now. Let's check CS. Yeah, 47 to 32. That's about equivalent to another champion kill, so it's like I'm 2 champion kills ahead of him. And I get another Doran's Ring. Just going that Doran's Ring build. And I don't know if that's beneficial to W up like that and then run. I don't know if that's actually a speed gain, but I can do it. Looks like top's gonna get ganked. Like I'm watching this, he's out of energy. I was like, why are you killing him? And now I'm really hurting Ari. It's doing about 200 damage, my Q. And I can do my Q as much as I want. She just got me with about 200 damage. And on Xerath, the second thing I like to max, I like to max Mage Chains and Locus of Power about equally. I like to have Locus of Power at about a 10-second cooldown. But Mage Chains is definitely better for the obvious damage output. And she just had to use her ult there to escape from me. So that's great zoning. And it's difficult to lead at such a long range with Xerath. So it's just a long line, and it's easier to evade at longer ranges, obviously. And she just got way too close. Because my ult has a pretty decent range. I didn't have my mage chained up yet. But here we go. I got him there. So we're going in.
An enemy has
That
been
was just
slain.
silly on Skarner's part, too. Well, he had a lot of health left, so... He couldn't have known that I deal so much damage, but 3 Doran's Rings is a lot of AP. As you can see, I have 105 AP. My Q does almost 300 damage, my Mage Chains does about 200 damage. And his ability power ratios are pretty good. That's 0.7, this is 0.6, and this is 0.6 for each spell. So, in all actuality, that is, what's that, 1.8? 1.8 ability power ratio on his build, if you hit a target with all 3. So right now I'm trying to hurt her a little bit. But she came at me, I was low on health, so I shouldn't have gotten so greedy. Should have probably went back. I had 1100 gold. So it's a mistake you'll have with Xerath. You get overconfident, and then quick mobile champions like Ari and do a lot of damage, so. And so all I really did here was get my full boots and get potions, because I didn't want that to happen again. I wanted to be able to potion up and have full health. And so in the team fight, I'm just trying to, in the laning phase, I'm just trying to keep pressure on her turret. Looks like it's really low, yeah. And then long range harass her if I can. And basically wait for blue. And once blue comes up, I should be able to win. If she gets too close, I will E-ult her, because ult doesn't have that long of a cooldown, especially if I have just Arcano Pulsed her. So that's a lot of free damage there. So, then she has to ult to get away. That didn't look like it should have hit, but it's okay. Sometimes you get bad calls, sometimes you get good calls, right, Rex?
An ally has been slain.
Alright, so... At this point I probably should go Magi's, but, you know. I don't like to get snowball items, just because then you become the target of all team fights. It's like, oh my gosh, he has Magi's, focus him no matter what. Here, I'm trying to kill Skarner, don't have my ult though. I'm just taking 2 turret hits for no reason. But I got my potion, so we're okay.
An enemy has been
And I've got enough mana to stay here. 22 seconds. 67-second ult. That's really good. Because I'd say Xerath's ult is the best part about him. His passive isn't that great. Like, I'm getting 16 armor from